There's something about being around horses that's it's non-threatening. Horses can be very accepting, and it's almost magical in how a child, a rider, connects with a horse.
I just feel like elated. I'm never happier than I am on a horse, and it's just the joy that it brings me is unbelievable.
There are many types of therapy options for those in the special populations, but the equine assisted therapy is truly groundbreaking.
When I was working at a farm in Florida, it was a therapeutic facility. I was able to work with an autistic child, and she showed great promise when she rode. It was the one thing that made her happy. She was able to do a lot more than people were giving her credit for.
You know, when you use a chair, you're limited to where you can take your chair. We have research that shows when we get out into nature, when we get out into parks, it's really good for us. Well, again, if you use a wheelchair, it's just harder. Well, if we can get you out of your chair and onto a horse, you're making that connection and you're building that confidence, you're building the connection, and it's just amazing.
I remember one occasion when we took a group of kids to the therapeutic riding program, and I remember one child, a boy, was kind of holding back in the background, really kind of distant from everyone else. By the end of that time period, he was actually up touching the horse himself. And that may sound like a minor accomplishment, but for him, that actually became a major breakthrough point for him.
Sports are such a big part of life in general for most people, and so I think it's important for people with disabilities to have something to compete in and participate in as well.
I have a young man with cerebral palsy, and we're doing wheelchair tennis right now with my class. By the end of the class, he could literally hit the ball, and at the beginning of the class, he hadn't. That's a pretty steep learning curve, and that's pretty good, but he's still never going to be good at tennis. You put that same kid on a horse, and suddenly we don't have to worry about hand-eye coordination. All we really have to worry about is staying on the horse. And so if we can take a kid and get him hitting a tennis ball, imagine what we can do when we take a kid and put him on a horse.
My parents are super proud of me for my riding. I have a lot of posture issues and I'm always leaning. And my mom always says that when I'm on a horse, I'm sitting straight up and down, and she's really proud of what I've accomplished.
The University of Alabama Equestrian program and our equine assisted therapeutic program can not only help those that are UA students that are perhaps going through difficult times, but it can help young children, it can help veterans, it can help senior citizens. There's so many different ways in which interacting with a horse, whether it be on the ground or actually on the back of a horse or just brushing a horse, you're using your muscles, you're connecting with another animal that has feelings and emotions. And so there's so many different layers of individuals within our community that it can benefit, that this program will have a tremendous impact on many.
It totally changes the way you look at the world, and your wheelchair becomes a method to take you to the barn. And then the horse becomes the vehicle to allow you to really explore nature.
The need is so great for this program that for it to get really going, we have to get to the new equestrian facility. And to get there, it's critical that we raise the money to be able to go before the administration for approval to use the land and begin construction. For those that are considering giving, your contribution will touch the hearts and lives of so many and make them better. You can make the biggest impact with your donation to this facility, to this program, and to the people involved in it.
When you create more opportunities for more people of various ability levels to be active, it's invaluable, right? We know that if we give kids the opportunity to be active, they're going to be healthier, they're going to do better in school. And so absolutely we should do it. You know, the question is not why, what's the value in it? The question is why haven't we done it?